It's 7:30. Good morning. I'm Ian Crouch with Hunter News. A man has died following an argument over a collision between a truck and a forklift at Sandgate. The two drivers started throwing punches yesterday afternoon at the Crawford's Freight Lines depot, with the 45-year-old driver of the forklift suffering a fatal blow. The 44-year-old truck driver was arrested and later charged with assault causing death. There's no confirmation yet on whether work from the federal government's Navy shipbuilding program will be heading to Newcastle. The Abbott government has announced $40 billion will be spent on the country's next fleet of frigates and patrol boats, with most to be built in Adelaide from 2018. It's hoped some of the work will be contracted to shipbuilders like Forjax, but Patterson MP Bob Baldwin admits it's too early to know for sure.
There's no given right that any one shipyard will have it. There are a number of shipyards in Australia. It will be a very competitive tender, and Forjax need to be competitive.
Forensic investigators from Newcastle are travelling to Muswellbrook this morning to determine the cause of an overnight house fire. A passing train driver noticed the unoccupied weatherboard home in Lower Hill Street on fire just before 2 this morning. Firefighters from Muswellbrook and Aberdeen, along with the RFS, battled the flames for 2 hours but weren't able to save the property. Police are treating the blaze as suspicious. Australian Engineering Week is underway, showcasing a variety of cutting-edge technologies and structures to involve the hunter community in discovering engineering. The Engineers Australia initiative will emphasise the role engineering plays in everyday life, whether it's using a smartphone, pouring a glass of water or turning on the lights. Newcastle Division President Michael Van Coberden says engineering is one of the forces powering our lives.
It's about telling the community that engineers are always in the background making it happen. It's making people aware and celebrate the valued contribution that engineers make to our economy, social and technological advances, and what we do on a daily basis to support the community.
The software glitch causing parking meters in the Newcastle CBD to not work properly still hasn't been fixed. For the past month, the meters have been swallowing coins without printing a ticket and not accepting credit card payments. Council's told the Herald the problem won't be resolved by the parking meter network provider until at least next week. Newcastle Council is again inviting residents to apply for funding to help spruce up their neighbourhood. Up to $2,000 is available under the Make Your Place program to assist with minor capital works projects around local areas. Newcastle's placemaking facilitator, Susan Denham, says the program provides a great sense of community.
It's about Newcastle community and business working together in a way to improve their place. You know, it's about becoming a citizen of your area.
Sport, thanks to our sponsor Warners Bay Sports Club.
The Newcastle Knights ranks are set for a reshuffle ahead of Sunday's Indigenous round blockbuster against the Roosters. Strike forward Tarek Sims is back from his week off with a niggling shoulder, while prop David Faulongo makes his return from a neck injury. Cade Snowden will continue to be monitored after suffering a concussion, with Aku Uate and James McManus undergoing assessment later in the week. Sims says the boys need to fire up.
We've got to make sure that we stay focused and compete for 80 minutes, not 75 minutes, not 65 minutes. It's got to be for 80 minutes.
Meanwhile, it looks as though the Knights are now officially in the box seat for the Wooden Spoon, firming in as $1.85 favourites to record the most losses. The side is locked in at last with the Tigers on just 16 points and 5 rounds remaining. And it'll be a battle for survival in the National Premier League tonight as competition stragglers Charlestown and the Jets Youth prepare to face off in a fight to dodge last place at Lyle Carr Oval. That's Sport. I'm Belinda De Lasheras.
2 NURFM News Time 26 to 8.